Welcome to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any questions, just give us a call at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Hey, Sheen, you know what? I'm going to tell you, take this nugget and put it on our Team Lally LinkedIn. Here we go. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is our Art Attilio's Random Thoughts part of the show where I bring you, what is the art part of the show? You've heard me describe it.
Attilio's Random Thoughts, but it's anything but random. It's stuff that you're thinking about all week. What am I going to share with the listeners to make a difference in their life?
Okay, so that's that. But what it is some piece of wisdom
that will be helpful.
If you used in your life and it didn't cost you anything, it would make you a better person. Mm-hmm. And that could show up in your personal life as well as your business. So here we go. Here's my question for you listeners out there right now. Are you an angry person? Or do you just get angry once in a while? I'll repeat it. Are you an angry person or do you just get angry once in a while? Adrienne, what's the difference?
I would say that an angry person is just generally angry and grumpy all the time. They just have that disposition with the angry look on their face.
If there was a puppet on Sesame Street, which puppet is that?
Oscar the Grouch.
Oscar the Grouch. Are you an Oscar the Grouch? And then what would be one of the Sesame characters that would be somebody that just gets angry once in a while, but overall they're pretty optimistic and happy to be and fun to be around?
I don't know. Maybe like Bert and Ernie.
No, they argue all the time, kind of like me and you. We're like the Bert and Ernie of real estate, if you think about it.
No thanks.
Big Bird. I like Big Bird. Big Bird is always positive.
But sometimes he gets angry.
Sometimes he gets angry.
What does Big Bird get angry about?
Exactly.
But what does he get angry about?
Here's the point about is, be more like Big Bird and
not like Oscar the Grouch.
And then what's the character in Sesame Street that's always like bummed out all the time?
Oh, I don't remember.
Snuffleupagus, come on.
Okay, it's been a while since I've watched Sesame Street.
It's been longer for me because I'm older than you, so anyway.
But who knows what you're watching on YouTube? Could be watching Sesame Street.
Yeah. I like Sesame Street. Exactly. Can you tell me how to get to Capole? Anyway, stop believing that others make you angry. Stop it. Mm. You
allow
make you
it.
Angry.
You
make you angry. You allow other people. Well, you cut me off in traffic. What's other ways that we blame others for our anger? You cut me off in traffic. What's another one?
You
trigger me.
Yes, or you annoy me.
The most common phrase heard by the average 13-year-old girl is, "Stop triggering me." No, nothing around you triggers you. You trigger you. Mm-hmm. So stop it. Here's the solution, right? Because if we're just complaining about angry people or being angry. By the way, if you're a normal human being, every once in a while, you're going to get pissed off and angry.
Yes, everyone gets angry.
Or you can bottle it up and be a psychopath. Mm-hmm. No,
don't do that.
You're going to have anger can be a healthy emotion, right? When you take it on other people, it is not a healthy emotion, but here's the other part of that. Here's the other side of the coin. Happiness is knowing that you can handle anything that comes your way. It's not about being happy all the time. Happiness is knowing that you can handle anything that comes your way. So
it sounds like happiness is in alignment with certainty.
Yeah.
And being certain about yourself and what you can handle.
Here's the deal, folks. You're never going to know what's going to happen to you the next minute, tomorrow, the next day, 10 years from now. But what you can be confident in is your ability to handle whatever is put before you. I was talking with God the other day, and you know what he told me?
Stop it.
Yeah, he said, stop it, Attilio. Besides that, he said, Attilio, I will never put anything before you that you cannot handle. So deal with it. Suck it up, Chuck. And I said, thanks, God. I'll, see you next week when I'm praying. Anyway, so there's the story. There's the story that we have that we take with us. My parents didn't love me, and so I don't know how to be around people. And then there are the events that happen, like somebody comes to you and triggers you, and you flip out on them, and then you go to your story. Well, repair that situation, that thinking right now, and know, hey, it's okay to be angry. I'm just not an angry person. Because if you're an angry person, we got a lot of work to do. If you get angry once in a while, we just have a little bit of work to do. And there's hope. That's it.
And with that work and talking about this, there is a PSI basic seminar coming up on March 14th, 15th, and 16th, where you can look inward and understand yourself a little better and how to have some more tools. Yeah, and
you're only going to grow to the people you hang out with or the things that you plug yourself into. So if you're just going around every day living life as usual and not plugging into things or figuring out a way to be a better version of you, then you're always going to get what you get and you'll always have what you have. Speaking of someone that's plugged into something way bigger than us, in fact, whenever you're in her presence, your mortgage IQ goes up. Who are we talking about?
That would be Jody Tonga, the mortgage genius.
Hey, Jody.
Hello.
Hello. What you got for us this week?
Well, I wanted to share. We are actively working on a seminar, and its focus is going to be on, or the theme is going to be on how to get it done in a tough market.
Nice.
And we're going to be talking about a lot of non-traditional lending that is basically, as of like the middle of 2024, we decided is our new niche. What is going to be one of our new niches. And
cool.
So, it's very, very cool. I mean, it's loan programs that are going to help a lot of people, but things like, bank statement loans, where you don't have to give us your taxes, but you can give us bank statements instead.
Wow.
There's going to be like a 1-year self-employment loan that we're going to talk about, which, conventionally you need a 2-year average or 2 tax year filing. But we're going to, there is a product out there that allows for just 1 year self-employed.
Cool. Can you pick the year?
Cool... No.
Okay. This is the most recent one. So if you're going to be a baller and knock it out of the park, make sure you did it in the last 365 days.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And then, or if you just became self-employed.
Yeah.
Like, so, for example, a lot of people I talk to, in many different fields. Like, I have a CPA-type accountant that she was like, well, I've been making this much for the past, 5 years, but I just went on my own, and so now I'm making this much, right? And so she's now self-employed, which conventionally she would need to wait 2 tax filing years before we could even consider her to buy.
No way!
And,
Now she can go 1 year.
With someone in her situation, we would be able to just wait till she files 1 year of taxes, and we would be able to use that for her income.
Okay. I have 2 suggestions.
Okay.
Can you call it a pivot party? It's a pivot party. Number 2, can you make it a requirement that everybody has to show up wearing a wig?
That's weird, Attilio. That's weird. But you know what? People will probably do all of those things because these are, options, these non-traditional options. Like, you'd be surprised. People just have this idea of what they need to do in order to qualify for a loan. And Jody and her team are breaking through those misconceptions with these non-traditional lending options.
Including wigs. I went to a wig party in college. It was the funnest thing ever. People were just acting differently, behaving differently. Nobody got arrested. Nobody went to jail. But it was fun. I'm serious. Call it a pivot party and make everybody wear a wig. You cannot get in unless you have a wig. And if they don't bring a wig, just have one rainbow wig like on the side that they got to put on if they want to get in. Have a couple of them. You can get them from the party house. Rainbow colored.
Okay. So, Jody, with these non-traditional lendings, how does that affect the interest rate? Is it, a lot more expensive, or is it relatively similar to what we see with just the typical conventional
traditional
loans?
Yeah.
It's higher. I would say it's 1% to 1.5% higher.
I would say that's okay. You know why? In our experience doing this 20 years, if you're in a situation where interest rates are low, prices are through the roof, you're competing, it's an MMA match out there, you're overpaying. And so, because in this situation, Could they refinance later?
Absolutely.
There you go.
So secure the property with the non-traditional lending and get a better deal. And once the interest rates kind of settle differently, or maybe you have additional tax returns, you can refinance and get that lower
interest rate.
Yeah, the lower mortgage.
Yeah. So
is that something?
Absolutely.
Is that something that you outline as part of the strategy with these?
Pinch poke, you owe me a Coke. You said the same word at the same time as me. But,
it's definitely part of the overall strategy.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's why we like having you on the show, because you come up with non-traditional solutions to the challenges that we have right now. Mm-hmm. And I think
she's creative.
Because she's creative.
Not too creative. Thinking outside the box.
Not too creative. Not the kind go jail creative, but just creative enough. Mm-hmm. Okay, so to get you into the home. Well, thank you, Jody.
Wait, though. She's having this. It's a.
Oh yeah, when is it?
When is it? Where is it? Give us the details.
Give us the who, what, when, and why.
So we're still nailing down the dates.
Okay, no worries.
But we're targeting April 4th.
Okay.
No, April 8th.
April 8th.
All right, so if any of our listeners are interested, just contact us, and then we will give you the details. So
send us an email.
Yep, send us an email, and we will
get you on the list.
We'll get you on the
list.
The VIP list.
The VIP list, because we're going to have, because her...
she'll have bouncers there.
Yeah, her brother's going to be there. He's pretty big. You know, his last gig, he was on bouncer for a crack seed store, because he's a big dude. And so he's going to be in the front and making sure if you got chicken IDs, make sure if you can get in. And then those of you with the rainbow wig, you can sit in the front row.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's a win-win.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks, Jody.
Thank you, Jody.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Stay tuned for the Pivot Party to learn about different creative ways to get financing. And start going on Amazon.
Jody Tonga with Pacific Rim Mortgage. She's an expert we trust. You can find out more about her on our resource tab. But again, if you want to find out more about this this little seminar that she's putting on the non-traditional lending, just reach out to us and we'll get you all the details.
By the way, you can go on Amazon, just type in the word wig. Speaking of wigs, we have somebody that when you're wigging out at your house because of all these pests in your home, you're going to call this company represented by this person. Who is it?
That would be Kilauea Pest Control. We've got Taylor on the line with his tip of the week.
Hey, Taylor.
Hey, I thought you were going to go a different direction. I thought you were going to talk like
I am the master of segue.
For a second. I was like, okay.
By the way, you ever went to a wig party? Did you ever go to a wig party?
No, I haven't been to a wig party, but I definitely wore wigs to parties. So,
yeah. I think the next get together for Kilauea at you guys training whatever retreat thingy that you guys should have a wig session.
Okay, well you're invited.
Yeah. Can I be the keynote wig wearer?
Yes. He said you can bring the wigs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then I am having a Elvis jumpsuit, the white one, rhinestone, blinged out Vegas version, having that custom made. Maybe I'll wear it for the first time at you guys' training event.
Okay, what is your tip of the week, Taylor? About we've not talked to you in a little while. Get us up to speed. What have we been missing here?
Best tip of the week for Kilauea.
It has been a minute. I don't think I shared this before, but I moved to a different place recently, and I have a station there. Did I talk about that with you guys?
No,
it might be interesting to do something on a personal level.
Yeah.
So I moved into this house. It's kind of a country house, and there's some fruit trees in the yards and a little bit of a yard. And the first few nights, we're all excited, new place, whatever. My wife and I, and we started hearing the first night. We heard these loud noises in the attic, and I swear we don't have raccoons in Hawaii. I was like, that has to be something at least that big, maybe a cat. I don't know. It was loud, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I called up our rodent exclusion team. We have a team dedicated just for figuring out what rodents are doing at a place, commercial or residential. So they came by, and we're trying to figure this out. And I had that same night actually. I had heard rustling in trees, and then landing loud noises on the roof. So they were jumping a few feet from this areca palm and this other tree onto our roof. So it was pretty intense. But I brought the team out, and we were trying to identify where they're coming from. And so, of course, I trim back the trees. That's always a tip I always give. Trim back your trees from your roof line. And enough back. Yep. Because a roof rack can jump 5-6 feet. So you need it back a little bit. So trim your trees back from your roof line. That's going to help with pests and centipedes, too, crawling from the fronds that leaves the roof. And then where we had found the rats were getting in is underneath our crawl space around our plumbing. There was kind of like, like crawl spaces kind of have like wooden slats, right? Kind of spaced apart, like horizontally. Mm-hmm. We were looking around there, and we found a couple slats that had all this brown, like kind of oily, like dirty spot that clearly rats had been going in and out of that spot pretty frequently, probably all day, all night, at least all night. And so we're like, that's where they're at. And so then we put out a couple of bait boxes with a certain type of rodenticide in there. Uh-huh. And it took a couple weeks because how the product works is it makes them thirsty. And so they go look for water, and it's an anticoagulant, so it thins out their blood, and they kind of die somewhere else. So the good news is we were able to identify, what was attracting them. It was the underneath the house, easy access point to get to the roof and the attic and all that kind of stuff. And there was water around there. And identify where they're coming from. We're able to put some bait boxes out to get rid of those, and then we're able to seal up some of those avenues of entry around the plumbing because they can squeeze through pretty small spaces. So I guess the tips there are trim your trees for your roof line. Mm-hmm. If you're hearing rats, look around your crawl space and look for oily, dirty spots that maybe they're squeezing through areas in holes or little cracks here and there to get around or underneath and around your house. Yeah, and then you can identify maybe sealing off some areas with netting or mesh or things like that. And we do all that. You can hire a handyman maybe and do that too, but we all do that in-house along with the rodent solution as well. So
if I heard you correctly, you move into a house, you're hearing some Flow Rida coming from the attic space. Sounds like, there's like in the club is happening up in your...
There's a big rat party.
You go up there, you see all this like empty...
Probably wearing wigs.
Empty, tiny Heineken bottles, cigarette butts, tattoo machines, things like that. Then you're like, oh, what the heck? They're having a party up here. Then you just talk to... you know what? Don't worry about how you're going to get rid of them. All you got to do is...
Just call Kilauea Pest Control.
Just call Kilauea. You guys will show up in an ambulance-converted hearse-looking thing with... Oh, no, wait, that's Ghostbusters. Never mind.
Yep, that's it.
All right. Yeah, and that was personal experience, and then, like, how is it now? Is it quiet up in the attic space and all of that? Have we had positive results?
All quiet. I hear the birds chirping. Yeah. I hear like much more pleasant noises than rats scurrying around the attic. So. And our fruit trees are being eaten by rats. We get to eat the fruit now. So.
Yeah. That's a win. All these wins.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Well, that's excellent tips for our listeners, and by the way, a reminder too.
You guys, when we think of Kilauea Pest Control, we're thinking about like just the basic kind of pests, but
they will get rid of all sorts of pests.
Tell us 5 different pests. Tell us 3 different pests that people don't realize that you guys get rid of, and then we'll let you go.
That's a good one. Let's see. We do take care of wildlife, so that sometimes will be even just dead pig carcasses.
Oh, wow.
People
gross.
We'll remove and dispose of those. Okay. And sometimes they're really nasty sitting on the sun. Let's see. Bed bugs people have probably heard of, but that's a pretty gnarly one. Yeah. Bed bugs can be bad. Yeah. Let's see. Powder post beetles. I think everyone knows about termites, but powder post beetles are the other kind of wood-destroying organism. They come from Southeast Asia a lot in Balinese furniture and stuff. Yeah. Let's see. What else can we do?
Birds.
We do mosquito treatment. We do a lot of birds. We do exclusion and mosquito. That's 5, I think, right? So.
Think about it now, folks. If you're outside in your back patio just enjoying your evening and you're having to do the Samoan slap dance, think of Taylor and his crew. Unless you're into the Samoan slap dance, then never mind. Don't call them. But so call them up and they'll help you with the mosquito abatement. Yes. And then next quarter, John Speed and crew is working on some kind of fumigation for rotten teenagers. They're going to fumigate the house, and then what's going to happen after the fumigation, results will be that kids will put their phones down, make eye contact, and clean their rooms. Guaranteed, or your money back. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Taylor, for your tip of the week.
Yeah. All the parents going to be calling. We want that teenager fumigation thing.
And I'm going to refer them to you.
Okay. Thanks, Taylor.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
So if you go to teamlally.com, you can click on the resource tab and you'll see the experts we trust, and you'll find Kilauea Pest Control right there. Go ahead and give them a call. They do quarterly treatments. They do all sorts of helpful things.
You know, at my house, I know they've done stuff at your house, but for me, like, I just had the house painted, and all these monitor birds was, like, just pooping. Like, it was like a poop bonanza at my house all over my brand new paint, and I was really getting upset, and I go chase them away, and they just come back. They're like bullies, you know, like bird bullies.
They are. They're pretty aggressive.
Species.
They are very aggressive.
Squawking at me, yelling at me, like, try. I'm up here. You cannot get up here. So anyway, they put all these, like, spiky things on all my gutters and around the different areas, and no more monitor bird poop on my brand new paint job. All right.
So we have a review to share.
From Sarah
B. So she says, we worked with Nicole in finding a place after PCSing here with the Navy.
Yeah.
She was an absolute joy to work with. And when things went awry with how the bank wrote the loan, she got the ball rolling to get it fixed without delaying the signing date. Can't recommend this team enough.
And Nicole and Sheen, this would be a great video review to add to her website on our Team Lally member site. All right. Do you want me to talk about this?
Let's talk about the deal of the week.
Okay, let's talk about the deal of the week.
All right, so this deal of the week is in Wahiawa, Whitmore Village.
Yeah, so get Wahiawa, then get Whitmore Village, but they're both in Wahiawa.
Yes, but it's Whitmore Village.
Anyway, it's listed at $1,050,000.
First open house is Sunday, March 9th from 2 to 5.
Spacious 5-bedroom, 3-bath, single-family home.
And there's a permit-ready separate living space, so it's ideal for multi-generational living or rental income.
Breathtaking mountain views from your home. We've been up there. It's nice.
It's beautiful. There's a loft area, which adds charm and extra space.
Updated kitchen, perfect for cooking and entertaining.
New exterior paint. Enhanced curb appeal, and there's a warranty on this paint.
Nice. Vaulted ceilings and walk-in closet. And I just want to let you know, did we put it in there? But they added brand new rain gutters.
Oh, yes. And then there's a large outdoor entertainment area, private and perfect for gatherings.
Yeah, the homeowners really worked hard to prepare this home for sale.
The thing about Whitmore Village is that there's just not a lot of people like to move away from Whitmore Village. There's really not a whole lot of so this is a great opportunity for you to move into an established neighborhood close to the bases, close to the North Shore.
Where people don't move.
They don't move.
They don't leave.
Because they love living there.
Hey, by the way, what's made you most worried or scared about buying a home? Well, this company...
This looks like a survey.
Asked 1,000 homeowners what they were worried about most when buying their home.
Okay.
The results seemed about right, or do they? We think it's telling that only 4% of people worried most about picking a bad agent, even though one's choice here, like only 4% people worried about picking a bad agent when like 100% of your success or failure, or a big part of it,
is on
depend on what the agent you pick.
Yeah.
But here are the results. Read the first one.
21% of these people, they had no worries or fears.
14% overpaying for the home.
35% were worried about buying a home that turned out to have problems.
And 4% picking a bad real estate agent. That should be higher.
Yes. 13% were worried about being able to pay the monthly payment.
10% having to settle for a home I did not really love.
And the 3% were just other.
They're not sure. All right. Speaking of someone that's going to make sure that you pick, you know what? You should actually involve this person in the decision-making process to buy the investment property.
Yes.
And then involve their company in protecting your investment property.
That's
Who
right.
is that, Adrienne?
That would be Duke Kim Han of Hawaii Pacific Property Management with his tip of the week.
Hey, Duke, what you got for us this week?
So, it's a real quick one.
Yeah.
The question is, what is wear and tear? So people ask, they're like, oh, isn't that damage? And we say half the time, yes, and the other half of the time, no. And when you look at a house that's been rented for 5 years, and now the carpet is kind of used a little bit, worn in some areas, but not damaged, that's wear and tear.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a bathtub that starts developing stains on it, that's wear and tear.
Yeah.
If you have jealousy handles that are now broken, or somehow the cranks don't work anymore, that's wear and tear. So your garage door goes up and down maybe 1,000 times every 2 or 3 years, and you have to service the spring, that's wear and tear. Mm-hmm. Your AC system, it's starting to not cool down as much as it did when you first bought it. That's wear and tear.
Yeah.
So there's so many things that an owner says, why can't I make the tenant pay for it? Mm-hmm. Well, Mr. Owner, the rental business does come with upkeep. Yes. And during the upkeep of your house, you have to replace and re-up wear and tear items in your house.
Yeah.
So Duke, before we let you go, what counts as something that you could deduct from the security deposit as far as like tenant damage? What have you seen be successfully negotiated?
So we just had one today, and the tenant was actually very honest about admitting to damaging the floor.
Ooh.
And the floor was the old wood floors that weren't water resistant. Mm-hmm. And he turned off the electricity too early.
Yeah.
And the water inside the ice maker all melted and leaked all over the floor.
Uh-oh.
So in front of the refrigerator is just like wavy wood floors.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's damage.
Okay. And so there was no argument about the damage and who caused it and like just doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another one is when you have vinyl flooring stair nosing and the tenants take a moving company and they have those big roller wheel movers that they pile the cabinets on and the storage stuff on, and then they just drop them on the stairs all the way down, and the stairs crack.
Yeah.
That's damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And if they're trying to stuff things around a corner, and there's a whole bunch of scrape marks, and the corner's all chewed up from the movers, that's damage.
Gotcha. But it's always going to be like, you're going to help them with the arbitrary determination of which is which.
And then,
correct.
And then typically the moving companies have some kind of either disclaimer or insurance to cover those, those damages that could happen when you're moving, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's why we take photographs. Every time you have a new tenant moving in, we take all new pictures.
Yeah.
So everything is date stamped. So you can't say, oh, no, that was broken when I moved in. We'll be like, here's the picture and the video of the walkthrough, and the house was in good shape then.
Yeah. And that's
important. It's really hard to argue.
The hole in the wall between the two bedrooms, because the kids never go in the hallway. They wanted to just go between the room. No, that wasn't there when you moved in. Because you guys the thing is, you guys have a very extensive checklist. Duke, I don't know how many times people call us, hey, my rental for 15 years, I'll let you guys sell them. And then we go there, and I'm like, all this stuff. First of all, we asked them, did you take pictures before the tenant moved in? No. Did you make one checklist before the tenant moved in? No.
When was the last time you walked through this property?
Oh, 1985.
15 years ago.
Yeah, 15 years ago. So, anyway.
That never surprises me anymore now.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people come to us from another property management company, and I said, did the property management company do walkthroughs of your property? And they say,
what's a walkthrough?
No.
What's a walkthrough?
So
what's that?
Yeah. We walk through, every 6 months we walk through your property.
Yeah.
Take pictures, all that stuff. It's so important.
Yeah. And not only am I the president
your house is only worth $1 million, so...
Yeah, on average.
It's not like it's a
big money
cheap house.
Yeah. And I have 2 properties you guys are managing. Excellent job. I don't know who the renters are. I don't know what's going on in the property as far as
You just know that Duke and his team are protecting those properties.
Every day. All I know is it's taken care of. If something happens, they're on it. The rent keeps hitting my owner portal, and I am happy.
That's right.
That's right. Hands off. That's our job.
Yeah.
Thank you, Duke. Excellent tip.
Property.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks you.
Duke.
All right. So that's Duke Kim Han of Hawaii Pacific Property Management. You can find out more about him and his team on the resource tab under Experts We Trust.
Hey, we're about to take a break, but stay with us. When we come back, we'll be talking with Leigh Loganbill of Vitaflow Wellness. We'll talk about the benefits of advanced wellness treatment and why certain beauty trends are in the rise. Plus, she'll review exciting expansions, upcoming workshops, and special promotions for 2025.
Stay with us.
Decades 107.9 playing the greatest music ever made. It's Mornings with Augie. Hey, you know someone that moved to the mainland but left the rental property behind? So Amber wanted to create a new investment opportunities on the mainland, but she had to sell her island rental first. So she reached out to our good friends Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams, Honolulu. Handling the business virtually with Amber, Adrienne and Attilio came prepared with multiple 5-star selling strategies, including adjusting Amber's selling price expectations, and the home sold in days. If you're in the market to sell your home and you want a team that will make you the most money with the least amount of drama, you can trust our good friends Adrienne and Attilio of Team Lally. Give them a call today, 808-799-9596. That's 808-799-9596. They're trusted. You see these signs all over in my community. Visit teamlally.com today. That's teamlally.com today.
Hey, Sean Hannity here with the only real estate team in your market that I recommend. Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams, Honolulu. You know, a lot of people may be thinking about selling their home, but they want to make sure they're getting the most money possible. What options do you have available to make selling a home easier?
Well, Sean, the biggest headache people have is not actually the selling of the home, but getting it ready for sale. The cleaning, the repairing, the decluttering. You know, 90% of painting a home is in the prep work, not in the actual painting, and it's not in the actual selling. Well, we got solutions.
That's right, Attilio. Here are the solutions. Our aspirin to the headache of prepping a home is our 10K for Upgrades program. That's where we do the project management of cleaning, repairing, and decluttering. That's how we make our sellers more money.
All right, thanks for keeping us up to date. Call Team Lally now at 799-9596 or online at teamlally.com. That's teamlally.com.
In today's fast-changing real estate market, you need access to the right information to make smart choices. I invest in real estate all over the country, and I rely on smart agents who know their local market inside and out. In Honolulu, I work with Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi. Adrienne, Attilio, and their team sell a home every 72 hours and have over 750 5-star reviews. Go to teamlally.com and find out in just seconds what your home is really worth.
Welcome back, and thanks for listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. I'm Adrienne.
And I'm still Attilio.
And if you have any questions, just give us a call at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Our guest today is a registered nurse with more than 25 years of experience in ICUs and emergency rooms. She moved to Hawaii in 2005 as a travel nurse, and after years of witnessing preventable illnesses, she shifted her focus to proactive wellness and self-care.
She founded Vitaflow Wellness in Kailua, offering IV therapy, microneedling, PRP, and advanced aesthetic treatments backed by science. She's passionate about helping others feel their best while embracing Hawaii's outdoor lifestyle. Please welcome back Leigh Loganbill.
Hi, Leigh.
Hi, how are you?
Always great. So, our listeners, they like us to just get right to it. You ready? Go.
Yes, I'm ready.
Go, Adrienne.
So, as we, talked about in the introduction, with Vitaflow Wellness, what are the key what are the benefits of your guys' key services?
Yes.
Yeah, so IV hydration, we always say good health starts with hydration. Yeah. Most people kind of walk around chronically dehydrated, which can cause premature aging, brain fog, and fatigue. And so when you're drinking water or when you're taking an oral supplement, you're only absorbing about 20 to 30% because it's going through the digestive system and you're losing a lot in the gastric juices. So when you get an IV, it's going directly into the bloodstream. And so you are getting complete absorption as well as maximizing the benefits of all the nutrients that we're putting into the bag.
Yeah.
And so you generally are going to feel better before you leave. Like you're going to feel like kind of that instantaneous. So IV hydration helps with things like energy and metabolism, strengthening immunity, detoxification, brightening your skin, improving your mood, athletic performance. So we see people from anywhere from hangovers to migraines to surgery to jet lag to colds and flu, chronic illnesses. So it can help with a lot of different things.
Yeah. I know that Attilio and I, we like to come and see you, especially before we have a lot of travel on our agenda. So we don't get sick while we're on vacation, or because like no one likes to get sick while they're gone away from home. Like that is not fun. Yeah. But if you go and you get do preventative measures like the IV drip, it strengthens your immune system. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is very satisfying when people say, like, I was getting a sore throat and I didn't end up getting sick, or I did well in my paddling competition, or we just had a big group of guys go to Fiji and they were like, I felt so much better because we were surfing, and thank you so much. And it's really great just everyone's busy. And so if you can give yourself a little pump up and a little bit of an edge to feel better with how much we do on an everyday basis, it's a good thing.
Well, and this is stuff that the athletes use, and why not us everyday people?
Yeah. So you're talking about like the IV therapies. Now you offer a specific one as well, besides like the typical vitamins. What is the NAD therapy, and what are the benefits of that?
And that's the one that Adrienne and I do, and make sure that we get out there on a regular basis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's really exciting is with all the trends going on is some of these things are going beyond typical aesthetics, and people are wanting to age smarter, optimize health, and really staying ahead of the curve. Mm-hmm. And NAD is becoming more popular, one, because some celebrities are being more vocal about it, but a lot of wellness experts are learning about the benefits of NAD. Mm-hmm. So it's a powerful coenzyme. It's in all of our cells. It declines as we age. It supports cellular energy, brain function, metabolism, DNA repair. It can reduce inflammation and food cravings. Mm-hmm. So it promotes healthy aging and longevity by improving mental focus and combating fatigue. Yeah. So it's ideal for recovery as well as anyone really looking to optimize their peak performance on a cellular level.
Yeah. And if you know what NAD stands for and you're on Jeopardy, it's going to come up on Triple Jeopardy for $800 under wellness. And what it stands for, I looked it up, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide.
Close enough.
I probably mispronounced it, but you get my drift. It's some big words.
Yes.
And
so we offer NAD with a low dose or high dose drip, but we also do it in shots. So you can get a lower dose of NAD in an intramuscular shot. And so sometimes people start there just to see what it feels like.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the IV drips with the vitamins, the NAD, and now let's move on to the microneedling and what is a PRP facial?
PRP facial.
So, PRP stands for platelet-rich plasma. Mm-hmm. So it's a type of microneedling. So microneedling and PRP both help improve texture and tone by boosting collagen. Mm-hmm. It can help with scarring, hyperpigmentation, and tone. And so when you combine, let's say, PRP and red light therapy, you can really do amazing skin rejuvenation. And we also use the PRP with hair restoration to help grow thinning hair.
Mm.
That's pretty innovative. So how long do these treatments take? Is it like an hour, 2 hours? How long do people need a time block for this?
Yeah, it's about an hour and a half. So we numb you with a numbing cream so you don't feel any of it. Sometimes the word microneedling can be a little bit scary.
Yeah.
But you're numbed with a cream, so you'll sit with the cream on for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then we do the procedure. And then you look a little sunburnt for about 24 hours, 12 to 24 hours, but it's really fast, not a lot of downtime, really fits easily into busy lifestyles.
Yeah. Well, I was at the marketing company, and they were doing a focus group, and they had the three terms: massive needling, horse needling, or micro needling. Everybody unanimously said we're going to go with micro needling.
Right.
So that there's that, and then
let's talk about your expanding in 2025. So we have expansion, wellness workshops, and your current promotion. So let's start with the expansion.
Talk about the new, exciting new offerings.
Share with us.
Yes.
Yeah, we've extended our space, and so we now have group chairs, and so you can come drip with your friends. We've hired a new esthetician, so she'll be doing kind of the medical-grade facials with the radio frequency for skin tightening and the facial infusions. We're carrying a new skincare line called IS Clinical, as well as our color science products. So we've updated the website so you can see those in our shop, as well as just what products we use in our homes and with our kids. And Friday, we're going to be at the Makers Market for International Women's Day. So we'll be doing B12 skinny shots and antioxidant testing on Friday. And we really enjoy collaborating with other businesses, with other fitness studios.
Yeah.
We're going to have more space now to do education with the community.
Yeah. So all you people going Korea for doing all of this, no need. You just go to Kailua.
That's right.
And that'll be your new tagline. Don't go to Korea, go to Kailua.
So it sounds like you're able to, like with this larger space, you can have a little drip party.
Yeah.
Do, some hanging out together and get healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do little sip and drip parties. We can do our Botox parties. So, yeah, we're really excited about the direction everything's going.
Yeah. I think for Adrienne and I, our personal testimonial is that, you see a lot of this marketing. I mean, I know I mentioned it to you, Leigh, that I go and, like, I'm in Nashville, and then I go use the bathroom, and they got, like, hangover IV drip therapy advertisements all in the men's room.
They have the same thing in Las Vegas,
everywhere.
Too. It's in Las Vegas, Nashville, all those places where there's a lot of partying and drinking and dehydration.
It just, for me personally, I'd rather have someone, like, I want to know who the person is that's running this, and are you following a lot of the, sanitary protocols and all of that stuff, and not just like, I watched this late night infomercial and I opened up drip therapy lab. No, thank you. I want a medical expert.
And then when you put the needle in, it never hurts. Like she's a trained professional. Like I don't like needles. I don't like doing the IVs. It's like not comfortable. But whenever Leigh and her team does it, they're like they have magical fingers.
And I'll give you my testimonial even for all your staff in that. I cannot give blood anymore because I'm one of those wimps that passes out.
He's on the list.
I turn white as a sheet. I get all sweaty.
Hey.
Yeah, I've done it I keep saying, it's in my mind. But every time I'm like, uh-oh. And so they're like, you can't do it anymore because we don't want you to get hurt. But I don't get all sweaty and turn white as a ghost when I go to you guys and stuff like that. So that's a good testimonial. So you guys who's all chicken okole, you chicken butts. You don't like to get the needle and the IVs and all of that. It's a very good experience, and we keep coming and we keep going. Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
As it becomes more popular, it is important, and we really do pride ourselves on, giving you this spa lecture experience, but with the hospital level expertise and the science-based. New guidelines have come out just a year ago, and hopefully people are all adopting them, but there is a changes in the IV industry, so it's important to keep up on all the new guidelines and regulations.
Yeah. And talk about what you did prior to this. Talk about and mention it again. What did you do for a long time as a nurse? And then what did you see that made you like, hey, I want to go to the other end of the spectrum of health?
Yeah, so my specialties were ICU and emergency room. Yeah. I worked at all the hospitals on the island, but majority was at Straub. I was a code nurse and worked in the PACU and the ER there.
Yeah.
And so I think it was for me just getting a little bit frustrated on the reactive approach to healthcare.
Yeah.
Seeing younger people suffering from preventable diseases caused by lifestyle. I just wanted to reach people sooner to help them prioritize prevention.
Yeah.
At the time, I was teaching hot yoga. My husband's a city and county lifeguard. Like, we were dehydrated. Our friends were dehydrated. Yeah. So we wanted to, bring that benefit to parents and nighttime workers and athletes without needing the time and cost it took to go to the ER.
Gotcha. Because, you can be passed out on a curb after the nightclub and go in the ambulance to the ER, or you can just book an appointment with Leigh and her team once a month and be hydrated. And I'm not saying that's going to make you superwoman or man to go party more. It's just at the end of the day, I think it's more and more of a trend. Leigh, you're seeing it that more and more people are focused on health
and wellness,
and not like the Prince song "Party Till" because it's 1999. We want to live longer and we want to be more able-bodied and fit and be able to be mobile. For Adrienne and
I mean, that's why we do testing as well. Just because if you're not measuring it, you don't know and you can't change it. So it's really important to test your vitamins, test your supplements, so you're ensuring that what you're investing in is actually working. And just a thought, it's really kind of smart to do pre-hangover drugs before you go out. not just after, because that can help a lot too.
Well, here's an indication, even the younger people, because my kids are millennials, like even my daughter, she's in her mid-20s. And I will tell you, what is it called? It's like dry January.
Dry January.
That is the alcohol making companies are all bummed because their alcohol sales goes into the toilet.
Yeah.
Because more and more of the kids are like, we want to do a dry January. And then some people are like, what? Like, what is this serving me? I want to focus on health and going on hikes, not getting hammered on a Saturday night and sleeping in till 2 in the afternoon.
Spending their disposable income on IV drips and NAD instead of on the bar tab. Yeah. So Leigh, like, where's the best place for our listeners to follow you, to book an appointment? Yeah. How would they go about doing that?
Yeah, you can go to our website, vitaflowwellness.com, or give us a call. The number is 808-780-7245.
And the people was like, I never grabbed my pencil. 780-7245. Again, that's 780-7245.
And then you guys also have a pretty helpful Instagram.
Yeah.
What's your Instagram handle where people can just follow along?
It's Vitaflow_wellness.
Mm-hmm.
Vitaflow_wellness. Okay. And if you see Adrienne and myself in those pictures, you're at the right Instagram.
That's right.
All right.
Thank you, Leigh, for coming back. And we'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon, and we'll have you back on the show.
Yes.
Thank you. Aloha.
Bye.
All right. By the way, if any of our guests, you heard them, you're like, dang it, I missed the information. You can actually go on iTunes to the podcast section, Team Lally Real Estate Radio Show, and all of our shows are there. Mm-hmm. They're not posted right away, but shortly thereafter. What do you got, Adrienne?
I have open houses to talk about.
Way.
Yes, so this Sunday, March 9th, from 2 to 5, we've got a lot of open houses.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got one in Kaneohe at Olena Street.
Mm-hmm.
We have one in Whitmore Village, Wahiwa. On North Circle, Mauka Street.
Got one in Kapolei. West side is the best side. And the second part, Lehigh Street. Then we got another one on the west side, best side, Eva Beach on Keonekapu place. We're making fun because we have recorded inbound calls, and we had a gentleman. He was of a certain age. I'm not going to say hi and what ethnicity, but he was like, it was fun. It was funny. We listened to the recording. I think it was Howard, yeah?
Yes.
We're like, I'm calling about the house on Keonekapu Street. And Howard's like, I'm sorry, what was the street name? Keonekapu. And he was getting all upset in the way that older people can get upset. And Howard's like, I'm sorry, sir. And he was so polite and so patient. And we were just laughing. So that's our inside joke with Howard. Keonekapu place.
That was when it was coming soon, and Howard didn't know what he was talking about.
And it was funny because the old guy was like, if I just yell it louder, maybe he'll get it. But he was like, no, yelling it, Keonekapu place. But
well, it's finally available. It's a grand open house. All right. Well,
by the way, when you go to open house, I want you to walk in the door and I want you to yell as loud as you can. I'm here to see this Keonekapu place open house.
Okay, so with Keonekapu, there's modern upgrades, luxury vinyl plank flooring, split ACs in all rooms, energy efficient. There is some leased solar panels with Tesla backup batteries.
Smart features include an EV charger installed for electric vehicle owners.
Spacious primary suite, vaulted ceilings with a walk-in closet.
This is a prime location near Park School Shopping and Dining.
It's $918,000.
And by the way, in case you missed it, it's located on Keonekapu Place.
All right, let's move to the next one. All right, so this one is 443082 Olena Street in Kaneohe. It's $885,000.
It has an assumable loan and 2.25% interest rate available.
Panoramic views, stunning views of the Kaneohe Bay from large windows.
Spacious layout, first floor primary suite with a private lanai.
There's a luxury kitchen, custom cabinetry, granite countertops, and
ample storage, prime location close to hiking trails, water activities, and world-class beaches.
All right, so we did talk about this one earlier in the show in Whitmore Village, North Circle, Mauka Street in Wahiwa. This one is listed for $1,030,000. 50,000.
You know, it's so awesome that Adrienne has a frog in her throat. And by the way, speaking of frogs in throat, it's multi-generational living with permit-ready separate living space on a lower level.
Scenic views, breathtaking mountain views, and a loft area.
We've actually been up there, and then after a rain, you get the mist, and you can see the backside of the Waianae mountain range. Spacious master suite, vaulted ceilings, and a walk-in closet for a retreat-like feel.
Outdoor entertainment, large private yard, perfect for gatherings. This is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath. It has about 2,500 square feet under roof.
By the way, you've heard of tractor pools. Well, we got an open house, a Rama, Sunday.
Okay, this is the last one, Attilio. Go ahead.
Oh, 92759 Lehau Street in Kapolei. This is a grand open house. List price is 1150000.
Stunning views, breathtaking mountain and ocean views.
Updated interiors, new kitchen cabinets, appliances, and renovated bathrooms.
Energy efficient, 26 owned solar panels for cost savings.
Comfortable living, split AC throughout the home.
Outdoor entertaining, backyard gazebo, and parking for up to 4 cars.
Did you say gazebo?
Yeah, so anyway, so we've got a lot of open houses this weekend. And if you missed any of them, you can email us. You can go to our website. We have it all listed there. Find out more about any of these homes. We have full video tours. We have a Matterport tour. We've got at least 25 wide-angle photos, so you can kind of click around and see if it is a good fit for you and what you're looking for.
Hey, by the way, if you're an agent and you want to market our properties but not have all our Team Lally logos and stuff all over it, it's so easy, because if you go to our listings, there's a 3-in-1, which has the videos, drone footage, 3D tours.
And you can share it with your client.
It's unbranded.
And it's unbranded.
And we don't care. Tell them you made them.
Yes.
You can look like a superstar TA agent and go, hey, check out this house, and do a digital throwing of it, because we have all the collateral there. Look like a superstar.
And then one other thing I want to bring up before we end the show, we do have a career night.
Did you say a career night?
Yes, I did.
What kind of career?
A real estate career night. So you want to go to HawaiiCareerNight.com and RSVP there.
And what are the things we're going to be talking about?
A full-time agent, part-time agent,
and no-time agent. We're also going to be talking about what kind of time it takes to be in all these different roles. What kind of money does it take to get licensed and get started? And what kind of investment you're looking at time and money-wise to remain being an agent. Yes. So we've got all kind of solutions, just completely dependent on your situation. We have strategies and processes to make you successful at whatever way you want to approach your real estate career.
We have solutions. So that's HawaiiCareerNight.com.
By the way, follow me on LinkedIn. If you know me, I've never been on social media, never going to do it, not going to be on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of that stuff, Twitter. But I will be on LinkedIn.
All right, thanks for listening, and thank you to our sponsors.
We have Jody and Derek of Pacific Rim Mortgage.
Bradley of Allstate Insurance.
Kenji with Pillar Post Home Inspections.
John with Kilauea Pest Control.
Duke with Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
Robinson, Fine Line Paintworks.
Ampy with Estate Planning Group.
Jason Wu, Attorney at Law.
Rhino with Hawaii Unified.
Janice of Dreamhouse Drafting.
Fabio with Hawaii Water Damage Restoration.
Kyle of Impact Wealth.
Brian with Cleanscape LLC. If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, it's so easy. You just got to go to teamlally.com.
We also want to give a big thank you to Leah Rodriguez, our producer here in the studio.
And Sheen Bilar, our producer, back home behind the scenes. Chee-hoo!
Make sure to tune in next week. We'll have an awesome guest talking about something that'll change your life.
Forever. This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed
sold program. If we can't sell your home at the agreed upon price and our time frame, we'll have it bought for cash.
Thanks and aloha.